Hello, and welcome to the weekly stream sale. Happy new comic book day for all those joining us. If you could, give us a like and share. Subscribe if you're on YouTube. And follow us on Twitch. That way you never miss a fun episode when Sean and I decide to get together and sling you guys some comics. What's up, Chris? Good to see you, buddy. We can get as funky as you want. They can't hear you.
I know.
You're just talking to me, and now I'm talking to myself, and you make me look like a fool.
Buddy.
I'm going to unmute you for when you turn your mic on.
Oh, it's on.
Oh, it's
you know
on.
What? I have a mute button too. They can't hear me curse.
See, Jonathan's laughing at me now. See what you did.
They can't hear me go beep beep. beep.
You are a cursor, that's for sure.
All I know how to do is talk to curses.
I'll quit right now. You have to be here.
Oh, I don't.
You own the place. I can walk away.
Have to be here.
I'm gonna work at McDonald's.
Dude, I can legit leave. It doesn't mean I have to be here.
I'll have it my way. Is that McDonald's?
I think it's Burger King, isn't it?
Snap. I'm gonna fail.
Isn't that the?
I'm not gonna get hired.
Isn't
by
that the
McDonald's.
da 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 da? Have it your way or whatever the hell.
Yeah, Keith is getting ready to go to that Avs game for sure. Barkley, good to see you. Mr. Brogan, what's up, buddy? Thanks for joining us. Happy new comic book day.
I need them. I need the mighty shoulders of Mr. Brogan.
Yeah, let's ride.
He's got to carry me.
Carry us to victory.
Carry me, Brogan.
Hopefully everyone's Wednesday's shaping up to be great. We have a lot to get to, so why don't we say hi?
Hi. All right. Well, that's it.
That's it. Have a great night.
God.
Let's see if this is even possible.
Huh. I have some.
He's kind of like.
Books. All right. What's that? What are you doing?
He's blocked me in.
Huh?
I can't move.
You could sit next to my mic on my face,
I'm not getting that close to your face.
and you could talk into my mouth.
I'm not gonna talk into your mouth. I'm not ready.
I want you to talk into my mouth.
I'm not
Richie.
doing that.
Come on, man.
No, that's not COVID safe. Hi, gang. What's going on?
Hope everybody's having a great Wednesday.
What's that dude's name? Paul Reiser? Am I Paul Reiser right now?
I don't know who Paul Reiser is.
No, Paul Reiser was the dude from Mad About You. What was the
Oh, yeah.
Jay Leno's dude? Schaefer. Paul Schaefer?
Oh, yeah, Paul Schaefer.
Paul
Wow,
Schaefer.
I forgot about him.
Hey.
God damn.
That's who I am. I'm Paul Schaefer today.
I didn't watch a lot of the Tonight Show stuff, so. Johnny
This
Carson
was
quit.
before
and
your time.
I just stopped watching because I didn't like Jay Leno because I didn't think he was funny. So,
But did you see the size of that man's chin?
I did.
It's hilarious.
It's his own parking garage for all of his cars.
And his chin.
So, and his chin. We should start the show.
Okay, good
Hey,
idea.
everybody. How's it going? So, thanks for joining us for the Wednesday stream sale. We got stuff. You can have this stuff. Well, you can purchase the stuff, not have this stuff. The way that happens is I throw down the
That's
stuff.
crazy, Chris.
I tell you what the price of the stuff is, and you say, stuff, X money. You got to
That's
actually
right.
give us the title, not just say stuff, because that's too generalized.
Yeah, that's true.
So, at the end of the show, we'll get all that stuff together. If you're a hold slot, we'll have it in your hold slot. If you're a walk-in, we'll have it behind the counter for you. And if you're somebody that we needed it shipped to you, is it that way this time?
It's that way.
I thought it was that way last time.
It's that way.
It's that way.
That's right.
All the shipping rates are there. If it's anything big or weird, you'll work with Noodle Boy over here, and he'll get it worked
Noodle
out
Boy
with
is
ya.
not an official title.
If Richie Noodle Boy Stebbins, as they call him,
That's not what they call
in
him.
the streets.
It's never been said once, but all right.
In the streets. We do this, but I think there's other people that still do this. A lot of people are dropping off, man.
Yes, yeah.
It's fine.
But
I get it.
we still consider them team stream regardless, so we will talk about them for sure.
Well, they do reply sales.
Yes, there is
They
Time
do-
Warp Comics that still hops up every other Tuesday. Yep.
Yes.
With Wayne wins it, and
It's got to
then
be coming up, right?
yes,
I don't
they
think he
didn't
did
do
one.
it this week, so they'll do it next week. You can catch Carlos on his stream. Follow his Facebook or Instagram, and they
Big Top
usually post up.
Collectibles.
Yep, for Big Top Collectibles. And then obviously tomorrow, Jonathan from Hall of Justice will put up a
Reply sale.
Yeah, reply sale, exactly. So check all of those out. Goodies galore, especially if you're looking for something very
You can
particular.
put your hands together nefariously and be like, I want this stuff on their pages.
That's
Just
right.
type like crazy. It's all mine. That's how you do it.
Paul Schaefer lived in Chris's hometown. He used to run into him eating out all the time.
Oh, that's cool. I actually forgot he existed. Once you brought it up, I was like, oh, yeah.
He's the dude that went on to make those. He was a
No, I know.
successful DJ.
I know who he is. I just,
99? Did he?
My
wasn't
brain
he at
went-
wasn't he at 99?
now you're losing me.
Woodstock?
Now he's losing me.
What do you mean? Was he not at Woodstock?
I don't know if he was at Woodstock. I wasn't there.
You know all about concerts and stuff. Oh wait, that was Moby. They look the same though.
They kind of do look the
You
same.
remember Moby, right?
Yeah, they're both aerodynamic.
That's true.
All right.
Let's do this.
Let's, as the Beastie Boys would say, kick it. Yeah?
Yeah.
Okay. Let's start off with a how to draw book. Because I just randomly grabbed this.
How to draw and fight.
And fight zombies.
Left
It's
out
important to know for when the apocalypse inevitably happens
maybe
because of
Jonathan,
Congress.
Maybe.
We're all doomed. So you should probably learn how to draw and fight zombies now. You should learn now. If you would like this much informative book on how to get your zombie on, it's normally a $20 book to learn how to fight and draw zombies. How about for all you artist types out there, because I know you're all broke, right?
Truth.
There's like very few rich artists. We'll go $8.
All right, $8. Learn how to become an artiste in the zombie ways.
Just draw some blood and drooling.
Paul
and
Schaefer DJ'd for Limp Bizkit, I'm pretty sure.
Limp Bizkit.
You know what? I don't care how ridiculous that sounds. I'm going to believe it.
You're going to live in that world?
Mm-hmm.
All right, let's go big.
It's just one of those days, Paul Schaefer.
You don't want to chafe up. I guess I should just do both these at the same time, I think, maybe.
Okay,
Yeah, let's just do both.
we're doing both.
Out of the collection Keith bought,
Oh goodness, what a cover.
this is a great cover. This is Gwen Stacy, number 2, Marvel Comics 520, CGC 9.8 book with art by Ji Hong Lee.
Yep.
This is the, I don't know how, there's like a few different versions of this. So this is the unmasked trade dress, no trade dress variant.
Right.
And then we also have the masked,
No trade dress.
no
sign.
trade dress signed.
Ah.
Not to confuse the hell out of you, but there's 2 different ones here. Look, you can see the face, and then the face is covered.
Those are sweet.
And the big old signature is right there. It is certified by CGC. This particular one is going to be $200,
Mm-hmm.
and this one is going to be $400.
Gotcha.
So if you're a Gwen Stacy fan and you're a Ji-Young Lee fan, maybe this is for you.
All right.
It was a Frankie's Comics exclusive also. So as you know.
Okay.
Well, it's on the back.
Yeah.
Er,
That was money well spent. Good job.
So 400. I know, good covers, man. I mean, Gwen Stacy's Spider-Gwen stuff is not really my thing, but to those that enjoy it, maybe this is their thing.
But she has all the powers a Spider-Gwen has.
She has all those spidery powers,
Yeah.
the powers of the spider. And together she forms like Voltron or something.
Yes. He hasn't read the comic.
I didn't. I'm going to be honest with you. I didn't. All right. An artist I absolutely love. This is it's actually the retailer incentive for Rocketeer Adventures, which was the first miniseries that IDW put out for the Rocketeer line or property after they got a hold of
After
it.
they got the license, yeah.
Big old Dave Stevens.
Mm-hmm.
Awesome. Just the regular sketch edition. I love the hell out of this cover. This cover is great. If you love the hell out of this cover, you can pick it up for $25. I think it's good. I think it's real good.
I agree. Anything with Dave Stevens, I'm ready
I love
for
Dave Stevens. A gentleman that I believe died way too young.
it. Yeah. Him and Turner. And honestly, Darwin Cook.
And a lot of people.
And several.
And
Lance
several.
Reddick.
Oof, that one hurts.
Still hurts. Not over it.
My chest, man. Hurts my chest. Ms. Marvel, if you please. This is Miss Marvel number 3. This one is completely affordable because it's only in very good condition. Makes it a 4, but you could pick it up for $6.
Death is the Doomsday Man.
He's a little dude, man.
Yeah, I get it.
I mean, perception, I guess. It's like if you're, for this is the camera here and I'm holding a bowl like this, the bowl would look massive and I would look tiny.
Yes.
So that guy's actually really big.
That is correct, Eric.
What's up?
It hurts with the story going on right now, too. Yeah. I said it yesterday. I was like, we're mourning the wrong one.
Yes.
It's fine.
Oh, man. You see it come up and you're like, no, dude.
No, I'm good.
Zwally, you're talking and it's killing me. All right, how about the first
Heck
appearance of
yes.
Larfleeze?
Great comic, guys.
It was the Christmas special where you got to learn how to make his cookies, right?
Yes.
And he wanted to go beat up Santa because Santa was
Mm-hmm.
hoarding his
Yeah,
gifts or whatever.
He's wearing a hat, a Christmas hat.
So this is not that story. This is actually the first appearance of him.
Mm-hmm.
If you would like to pick it up, it is Green Lantern issue number 39. We've got it priced at $15. $12. Go $12.
All right. Chris said he's glad his mom didn't name him Doomsday Man. David
A
Wells
whole lot of things went through my head when you said that, and none of them are appropriate for me to say
right now.
here. So we're going to go ahead and pick up this trade.
Yeah, there you go. David Wells made the cookies, if he's not mistaken.
He did make the cookies. He told me. He said they were actually pretty good. 4 Horsemen of the Apocalypse. This is book 1 from Heavy Metal. They do these square-bound books, so it's a thicker, larger issue. But it is Simon Bisley doing all of his craziness. If you want to pick this up, it is normally a $15 book. We're going to go a lot cheaper than I'm going to go $5.
$5
I'm
for
going to go
this
$5.
book. I mean, it's Heavy Metal. Grant Morrison, Eastman. Let's go.
Calling. I think this was before Morrison came on board.
So Eastman?
I believe it's Eastman time.
Mm.
I believe so.
Greedy Chris is going to pick up Larfleeze for $12.
Larfleeze.
It's all his.
Would he say it's mine's?
Yeah, he
It's
said
mine's.
it very aggressively. Mine, all mine.
But
No one else can have it.
A 2 ND print of a Batman book.
Oh, love it.
This time they were doing the red tint to let you know that it was a second print without
yeah.
even, I mean, in the barcode, the very last number is 2, so you know it's a second print that way too. And it says it inside. So there you go.
Is that Mark Brooks cover?
Yeah.
That's wonderful. I didn't put that together, that those Brooks covers.
Oh, yeah, the signature's down there at the bottom
Mhm.
right. If you would like to pick it up, it's $6.52. It's the second print. It's $10. Bam.
Great run at Detective Comics there. Ben, good to see you, buddy. Thanks for joining us. Happy New Comic Book Day.
Hi. And I have a ton of magazines. I should get some of these magazines out.
Ooh, I think that might be mine too, Chris. I'll have to think about that because it's one of the top ones for sure.
All right. This is the Savage Sword of Conan.
Mm-hmm.
Issue number 7. Fine condition. The cover's fire, man. Boris Vallejo. That's a good cover.
It's good stuff.
If you want to pick it up, we had it priced at $12. I'm going to go $10.
All right.
$10.
I will say about that Batman run, the thing I liked was this was a time during DC where they were doing some big cataclysmic event, and just to avoid the editing problems, they just went, all right, this is a year later after the event. So you're still reading the event, and they would mention things that happened in it, but they would just kind of happenstance message it, and they would do their own stories a year later.
And then...
Wonderful.
All right, we got a set.
Uh-oh.
Star Wars set for X-Wing Rogue Squadron, the Rebel Opposition. Would that be you? Would you be a Rebel opposer? Or would you be a Sith Lord, Richie?
I would be a rebel opposer.
You would be a poser, yes.
I'd be Porkins.
So awesome. So 4 issues in this set, not expensive. This 4-issue set is only $15 from Dark Horse. Dark Horse era Star Wars.
Spar Wars.
Those crazy Spar Wars.
Wonder if that could come back.
Maybe. I don't know. After the news today, I'm not really sure what's going to be going on.
There's a shot we could have Dark Horse Star Wars again. Randy's going to pick up Savage Sword of Conan.
Savage. Here you go.
Hail Crom or whatever.
Hail Crom. A Walking Dead 44. 2 copies of this. One of them is in fine condition. One of them is in sexy condition. The fine is $4. The near mint minus is $10. This is you're getting into the Andrea seriously BA
Yes.
story arc. So
Wonderful.
it's no longer the governor stuff. It's Andrea's BA. God, this marker is so much nicer when it's like new.
Yeah.
Big fat one. I mean, you know, beyond the smell of getting you high because it's brand new. It writes so
news?
pretty.
Disney laid off Mike Perlmutter, if I remember.
He's the one who actually brokered the deal to sell Marvel to Disney.
That is correct.
2009.
Yeah, he was. He's basically been on board for a long time just because of that big sale. But because of cost cutting, they finally laid him off. But
Cost
he was
cutting.
yes, but he was the head honcho for the comic book marketing
For comics distribution.
Yeah, and distribution of Disney. So with that gone, that could mean that people could buy up the IP and other publishers could start putting out Marvel things you like.
So we'll see what happens.
Yeah, that's all up in the air, but we'll see.
So as of now, it's all kind of speculation type news, and we don't really know what's going to happen. So, Love and Rockets, first printing, issue number 3, very good, fine condition, and we got this one for $15. These early Love and Rockets are stupid hard to find.
Yes.
So maybe you grab, maybe you'll buy now. Right now. I don't want to scream in your ears.
All I'm saying is Daredevil and TMNT. That's all I'm saying. Let's go.
Be Ninja Apocalypse. That's what I was trying to say.
Ninja Apocalypse?
Yes. All ninja all the time.
More like Ninja
Baby.
Utopia. Wonderful.
Well, no, they'd be fighting off the ninjas. It'd be like
Yeah.
ninjas all the time, every day. Day ninjas. All right. So this is Vampirella Monthly. It's a full set of Vampirella Monthly. This was a gigantic pain in the ass to put together.
I believe that.
So I actually just recently finished it. I started putting this set together because I had the majority of it 3 years ago.
Oh, wow.
And then I sat on it because I was like, I think I can find the last couple issues that I was missing. There was like, towards the end, there was 2 that were missing. And somebody sold us their collection, and it just happened to be in there. Now, there was a bunch of variants that were included for almost every issue, especially the early issues. There was like, I think this is actually like a C or a D.
Gotcha.
But every single issue had a dumb amount of variants. And it's funny because it's Queen's Gambit 3 of 3 here, but it's actually issue number 9. So it was really confusing on numbering and what it actually was because of all the variants and because of the way it was. So this went to 26 issues total. Like I said, it's a full run from 0 to 26. Difficult as hell to find. I even included a photo cover because I couldn't find a normal cover of just 22.
Okay.
So if you would like to pick this up, we are only asking $60.
For the whole set? $60?
The whole set,
Right.
$60. That's it.
Wonderful.
It's basically, what, $2 an issue-ish?
Sounds right.
Yeah, it was a crazy weird set to put this together. I actually didn't think I was ever going to finish it at one point. It's like, it's just never going to happen.
Jonathan just putting out there a great deal on the Vampirella set.
That's Vampirella. I should do a big one too, since we did a smaller one. Let's do that. That's funny.
All right.
Just because I have some of the magazine-sized ones.
Okay. Okay.
Vampirella number 15 from 1972. This one is in fine, very fine condition. Looks really good for its age. We have it priced at $30. How about $26?
26. All right.
Yeah, just a weird number. $26.
That is awkward.
I was going to say 25, then I was like, let's throw a loop at them. Or throw them for a loop. That's what I meant to say.
That's what you meant to say.
See if people are paying attention. That's what I'm doing.
Crap.
Crap?
That means I have to pay attention.
That's right. I don't know why I just did that weird laugh. I apologize.
I'm offended.
I'm offended that I did it myself.
Yep.
So, all right. You like your Sienkiewicz?
Yeah, who doesn't?
How about a Hit Girl Sienkiewicz that is an homage to his Elektra cover, but it's Hit Girl?
Yes.
Why not? Yeah, right?
Yeah.
So this would be Hit Girl issue number 5, and by this time, I think these were 1 in 25s. So by this time in the run, people were not really ordering high, so these are actually kind of hard to find. If you would like to pick it up, this one is $40. $40 for this Hit Girl Sienkiewicz cover.
That's kind of sweet. Jonathan's going to take Miss Marvel.
Ms. Marvel. There you go. Might just chop this side in a second. I don't know. Got to make some space here in a minute. Running out of space, man. Right. Did you see the Shazam movie?
I did.
Did you like the Shazam movie?
I enjoyed it for what it was. I think it pulled it off.
I think I need to watch the first one before I watch the second one.
The thing I liked...
Because I haven't seen either yet.
Thanks, Jonathan. The thing that I like about Shazam is it knows what it is. It's not trying to find out what kind of movie it is. So as long as they keep with that, I think the movies themselves will be great. Depending on if it's for you or not, that's a totally different thing. But as for a movie, it was fine.
Well, if you would like to read some comics.
And this is a great comic. Also, they made this into a cartoon adaptation. There's a movie called Superman vs. Shazam.
Nice.
From this.
So this is Superman First Thunder from Judd Winnick and Joshua Middleton. Mm-hmm. Middleton flexing his 300 art styles.
Yes.
He's another one of those guys. If you would like to pick this up, this is normally a $13 trade. I am going to put it on the stream. It's actually not a very thick trade. For a trade, it's actually kind of skinny. I'm going to put this up. I'm going to do $6.
All right.
$6 for it. And this is, whoa, I am walking into stabby stuff over here.
Whoa.
That's
my limbo stick. You're supposed to limbo.
Kind of hurt, man. Stabbed me in the arm. I'm bleeding. All right, I'm going to put this over here. Toss Shazam there.
Sean is going to pick up Shazam.
Shazam. Shazam. Give you the Shaz. Shaz. There's no am. Just Shaz. Shazma. I'm going to kill the 2 Gwen Stacy's.
All right.
Dead to me. You're dead to me.
She'll get better.
Got better. Let's see. Did you ever watch this show? Well, it was a book first, and then they adapted it into a comic, and then they adapted it into a TV series. I watched the entire thing.
I did not.
I actually liked it. It was fun. It was a fun ride.
But I do have a great story about how Grant Morrison really hates this.
Well, let me get through this real quick first, and then you can do that. So from Dark Horse, this was adapted off of the novel by Guillermo del Toro and Chuck Hogan. David Lapham adapted it, and it only ran 11 issues. And then they did like subsequent series after that, like miniseries and volume 2s and stuff like that.
Makes sense.
But this was the entire first run. At the time, this was ridiculously impossible to get and very expensive because the TV show came out and everybody loved the hell out of the TV show. But it's the since cooled way the hell off. So if you want to pick this up, I'm going to go $50.
All right, $50 it is.
So somebody put that in backwards, but that's fine. Because it actually does come with the variant for number 1.
Yes.
So, just so you know. What's your story on Grant Morrison?
In San Diego, one year I went, they were doing a panel, and Morrison was there. He was, at the time, going around the world and kind of having children create their best version of a superhero.
Mm-hmm.
But we were in a hotel that was featuring the Strain poster for the FX show.
Mm-hmm.
And he was just so angry at the United States obsession with apocalyptic and disease-ridden worlds. And he's like, it's all they focus on. It's just the worst. And he just was going off because he had been like gaining superhero knowledge from kids around the world, and it wasn't any bit of that. It was like flower powers and things like that. And he was disappointed in us. I felt,
Dude, I've been disappointed in us since I was born.
Grant
So
Morrison was just hammering me. I was like, I'm sorry.
stop yelling at me, Grant. Well, I didn't
It's just
write
a
it.
vampire show.
That's so funny. All right, another magazine,
Mhm.
less known magazine. This one is from 1979.
Tara.
It's actually a repress. There was originally a much more homemade version, I guess you want to call it,
Mm-hmm.
of this book. Terra on the Dark Continent. And this one got repressed in 1979, so this is the repress. It's in fine condition. If you would like to pick it up, it is only $12.
Okay.
I don't know why I have the Rocky theme song stuck in my head, but I do.
Really? Because I have... Richie, what's the story synopsis on Tara? I'm going to be...
On this one?
As a professional, I can't tell you because I haven't read it.
I believe this is a lot of adventure-y type stuff that focuses on like sexy females beating people up. That's pretty much what it is.
That sounds right for the era.
That's exactly what it is. And there is some nude boobies in here.
Yeah.
So
Pinups
there you go.
Pinups doing badass stuff. That's
Well, because the only way women actually know how to fight apparently at this time was if they were wearing a bikini.
that is also the only
So-
way I know how to fight. So
A mankini.
yeah.
I don't want to see you in your mankini. I think that would be... I think that would hurt me. So... Oh, is this the
All right.
first? No, this isn't the first. This is the second, right? Or first full of Thompson, Flash Thompson as Venom.
Oh, okay.
Something like that. Is that what this one is? Ah, I forgot to write it down because I can't remember Jack anymore. Amazing Spider-Man 654.
I will say that it feels like that's the right time period,
I think
And
that's
slot.
which one it is.
and that looks like the Flash Venom. So
I think that's what it is. And then I think it goes off into his little story of like the Vietnam stuff after this or something like that. If I'm wrong, y'all feel free to correct me. I have no problem with that. 654.1 Amazing Spider-Man. It is only $20 and it is in very good condition.
all right,
Or near mint minus condition. Not very good, sorry.
there you go. Jonathan's gonna pick up that Tara story and find out for himself.
That's right.
He's worried because there's nudity that he's a weirdo.
I cannot remember
You're not a weirdo. It's okay.
if...
Sean is a weirdo. Look at him.
I can't remember if there's an R.C. Harvey pinup stuff in here.
Oh, that.
Because a lot of these magazines actually came out of his collection.
Mm-hmm.
After he passed, we got to go and purchase some of his collection. And a lot of these books like this, he actually had work in. But I
Yeah.
can't remember if this is one of them. I tried to make notes on all the ones that I found, and I know I missed a couple of them.
Oh,
So.
it's Captain Paragon. It is tiny.
Well, for example, like, this is definitely a very adult book, but this is totally has an R.C. Harvey pinup tutorial in it.
That
So I'm
was
going to put this one up to
Captain
replace that one.
Ragoon.
Fever Pitch number 5. Definitely definitely not all ages. Definitely an adult book
Right.
for sure.
Right.
Don't let your kids check this one out. I mean, it might be a comic, but they'll be like, oh, education. So don't do that. But I have 2 copies because these were RC's copies. So this was like his comp copies that he got for working on the book.
Right.
So Fever Pitch number 5, they're both in fine condition. They're $15 if you want to pick them up.
Those are sweet.
And this is one of the ones that's way more in depth. There's like 2 or 3 pages of RC describing how to like draw pinups and how to do poses and stuff like that. It's actually kind of cool.
Chris said, online, all he can find is that this is the first solo story featuring Flash Thompson as the Venom. Not sure what they mean by solo story.
Was he a backup story? Were those ones that had the backup stories in them? Because I know some of them had like that little circle and they had like... I just can't remember. Dude, that was like 10 years ago. So,
you're a Spider-Man expert.
I am not even close
are
to a
absolutely
Spider-Man
Spider-Man
expert.
expert.
Not even close. Not even kind of. So, like, I know I'm a pro, but I'm more probably like this kind of a pro
Oh, okay.
than than an actual professional. I'm just kind of like,
I will say that
I'm just gonna get through.
Garth Ennis's name on it. Yes, we're both pretty pro at this.
So this is the first printing.
What a wonderful, obnoxious book that you should have if you're a comic book collector.
Especially if you're a fan of the Justice League.
Yeah.
I
Superhero
love this
fan
book.
who,
I don't
yes.
I don't apologize how much I love this book. This book is
So good.
hilarious. If you got a sense of humor in life, you'll love the hell out of this book if you've never read it.
Mm-hmm.
Definitely not for kids. Again, I mean, it can be if you're a very progressive adult. I'll put it that way.
Mm-hmm.
But Amanda Connor, Jimmy Palmiotti, Garth Ennis, great stuff. $30.
$30. Hey, Manny, good to see you, buddy. Thanks for joining us. Happy new comic book day to you.
Happy new comic book day.
Absolutely a Hall of Fame book.
You need that go with that?
Stream Sale Hall of Fame book, the Pro.
Yeah, we put that. I will put that book, especially
Every
first
time.
printings, every time. An advanced reader copy from Mad Cave.
Ooh.
Advanced reader copy of Monomyth, number 1. If you want to see what this is about, $5. It's all yours.
Monomyth.
Monomyth. Monomyth. Monomyth. Screwing me up. You're screwing me up. Nah, 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 nah. It's my boy. I have 2 of those? No, just 1. Daredevil, issue 72. Under 100. What?
Your boy is Tagak, the Leopard Lord?
No, my boy is Daredevil.
Oh, that makes more sense. All right.
Bat nerd.
You're gonna ignore Tagat?
I'm going to completely ignore that. This is in very good fine condition. If you want to pick it up, it is only $10. Look where he's coming from.
You're gonna sleep on the Leopard Lord. All right.
I am going to sleep on the Leopard Lord.
It's not a good idea, man.
I did it. No apologies there.
For all the Tagak completionists, that's right. Don't miss out. It's another. I think that
So
might be.
you ain't got no tag at? How come you don't pick up no tag at?
He's a Leopard Lord.
He is indeed a Leopard Lord. I don't know why we're still talking about him.
The leopard's leaping. This is fire.
I could do this in multiple sets. Let's do this in small sets. This one's signed. Ooh.
Oh, dang.
Silky.
Yes.
Silk Volume 1 from 2015. 1 through 7. Got all 7 issues. This first one is signed by Stacey Lee. If you would like to pick up said set, it is $50. Boom.
It's a good set.
Did you read it?
Silk?
Yes.
No.
Then how do you know it's good?
I listen to other people tell me it's good.
That's right.
One of my best friends, Matthew Francis, is a huge Spider-Man fan.
Wait a minute. First of all, let's address the fact that you think you have friends.
One of my obligations, Matthew Francis, is a huge Spider-Man fan, and he loves Silk.
I'm just messing with you, Richie. I love you. I know you have friends. I've even met them.
What?
I've met them.
Yes.
Your
Friends.
I met them.
Jonathan, you're my friend. You're fine.
Don't admit to
Jay,
anything.
however,
You should be able to take that back.
good to see you, Jay.
All right.
Happy new comic book day, buddy. Thanks for joining us.
How about an X-Men?
Yes.
Uncanny X-Men.
Jim Lee.
Jim Lee doing the art duties on this bad boy.
How good that is.
Kind of go a little back in time when these three first kind of mixed it up together. It's actually a good story. $268, very fine condition, and I got it priced at $16. I'm gonna go $12.
All right. Wonderful book. Excellent cover.
It's one of those more iconic ones that everybody kind of is like, oh, I know that cover, because it's Jim Lee, of course. Gotta make some space. Swing Rogue Squadron's been up there. This has been up there. Vampirella's gone.
I believe Jim Lee will be back at Denver Fan Expo this year.
Kill Strain. Ixnay on Oven Rocket Sleigh. You will?
Yep, I believe so. Eric is going to pick up X-Men for 12.
There you go.
Yeah, you were right there for that.
Ooh! I'm running into stuff. It's
Step
kind of
off
a...
my flow.
Well, we got like 3 things going on in this area right now, and it's kind of like a giant minefield. So
Yes.
I could accidentally hurt myself. All right.
This
How
could be
about...
the this could be the show where you fall and can't get up. You're like,
You know,
ah.
I'm like,
help me."
why? God, help me.
I'm going to keep it on, and I'm just going to leave.
That'd be kind of funny.
Oh, yeah.
All right, Captain America from the Brubaker run, Volume 2. This is issue 34. No, it's like way longer than Volume 2. There's like 300 volumes of this damn book.
Yes.
I don't know which volume it is.
It's an Alex Ross cover.
I think this one started in, God, was it 2005 or whatever when this run started?
I want to say 2008.
Yeah, you might be right. I may be
don't know
crazy.
if I'm right or wrong.
8-5. It was a
Just
while
may be
ago.
a lunatic you're looking for.
That was totally going through my head, and I wasn't going to sing it, and then you did it.
And then
Thanks.
I did it.
And
I
you
did
did
the
it.
thing.
34. This is the first time that Bucky is fully donned in the Cap outfit, flexing his cap. If you want to pick this one up, and of course that's a sweet Alex Ross cover, it's $15.
That's Bucky on the cover, no cap. That's what the kids say. It's bussin',
Bussin'.
no cap.
Straight bussin'.
You're right, Jay. There might be a bunch of pops here. You're right.
Yeah, they're all over the damn place, man. You need to come clean this crap up. Amazing Spider-Man number 250. The special normal size 250th issue. Normal size. That's funny.
I don't like how they call that normal size.
Normal
We all know what
size.
a normal size comic looks
No,
like.
they just meant that they didn't add a bunch of extra pages and fluff.
Ah.
Nerd. Very fine condition. We got it priced at 18. How about we go $15?
Okay.
Think that sounds like capital? Capital. man.
Capital.
And I cut my knuckle and it hurts. And I keep leaning on it and then it hurts more. That's what I want. I'm like, I go to lean down and put something down. I'm all, every time I'm all, that little zing of pain.
Just wanted to make sure you knew I was here for you, buddy.
You know what? You would catch me if I was falling, aren't you?
No, I would absolutely get
Why
out of the way. Are you kidding me? Why should both of us be hurt? One of us has to be healthy to go get the other authorities and such.
The authorities?
Yeah.
Well, it's not a nude cover, but it's a Kincaid cover, and it's mostly covered. I guess I could put the price on it.
Do you need a sticky note? I have sticky
Well, I got sticky
hide.
notes, fool.
Oh, no, that's fine. That's acceptable.
Well, just in case.
All right.
All right. So this
You're
is
gonna
a
make it
zombie
look naughtier
tramp.
than it actually is.
It's got like tape, like if you're at some punk show and some woman's taped her nipples in black tape. That's what's
what
on
I
it.
do as well at the punk shows.
Right. So Zombie Tramp 54. This is the Unknown Comics Kincaid variant. If you want to pick it up because you are a Zombie Tramp fan, it is only $20. Since that's what it says on the sticker over the
That
boot.
makes sense. It'd be weird if you're like, it's 15. I screwed all that up.
20.
Speaking of 15, Brett Jewell will pick Amazing Spider-Man up for $15. Did you see that segue?
It's either this one or the one next
My
to it.
gosh.
Ah, I grabbed the right one. There you go.
We are just
Yeah, you
aces.
got on that Segway and you drove it and you didn't even crash.
That's right.
I'm impressed. Speaking of other Garth Ennis, did you know Garth Ennis wrote this?
Did, yes.
You didn't know that.
I did.
You did
I
not
also-
know that.
I also knew Silvestri illustrated and wrote it. Yeah.
You know nothing, Richie.
It's
You
good
know
stuff.
Nothing, Jon Snow. Darkness #1. For those of you who don't know, Garth Ennis did actually write this early
And if you
Darkness stuff.
may not be aware that
So.
Metallica read this, decided to make a song saying "Darkness imprisoning me." What?
I think your order is incorrect on
I don't know if that's.
that song
I'm
came
pretty
out
sure that's
before
true.
this
You can Google
comic
it though.
did.
Don't
So-
take my word for it. Google it.
$10 if you would like to pick up this issue 1.
Inspired Metallica to make a song.
No, it did not. Fool.
It's not even the name of the song.
I love how Richie feigns stupidity to like get the joke out there sometimes. Or maybe he really is that stupid, I don't know. I was giving you the benefit of the doubt, and then I'm doubting that I'm giving you the benefit of anyway,
the
so
name
up
of the
next.
song is "Darkness Imprisoning Me."
I don't know this band. If you do,
What?
I don't know Eternal Descent.
It's Paul Schaefer.
But it looks a lot like Paul Schaefer, actually, that you say that.
He's
So this is a
back.
comic based on the band.
Mhm.
These are retailer issues, so you had to order so much to get these issues. They're very hard to find simply for that fact that a lot of people did not order up enough to actually meet the quota to get these. So this is issue 3, cover D for $20, and issue 3, cover C for $15. And this one's volume 2, so there was more than one volume, just so you know.
All right.
Paul Schaefer band.
Yeah.
I don't think that's what you think the thing is. The thing you think it is. I think you're wrong.
You don't think that's Paul Schaefer?
I don't think that's Paul Schaefer.
I'm pretty sure that's Paul Schaefer. Listen, I'm not saying it is, but if I was a betting man, that's Paul Schaefer.
Yes, yeah. Okay. All right, let's go some Devilina.
The sister of Satan.
I don't remember which. So it's May, but I can't remember which issue it is. If it's issue 1 or issue 2. I know it's early. It's fine, very fine condition. It's $35.
All right.
I'm actually gonna look inside to see which issue it is
We're going to find out.
because it bothers me that I can't remember and I didn't write it on there like I usually do. So I don't have to open the damn book
The
and
devil's
look.
sister's name is
It's-
Devilina.
Volume 1, number 2 from 1975. 1975, Volume 2, Devilina, $35, fine, very fine condition. Fine. Number 2. All right. Another one out of R.C. Harvey's collection. That's he had some stuff. Some of it was weird. Some of it was fine. Some of it was cool. I don't know. All right. Dipping the toe into the world of
Oh,
Mr.
my
Brubaker.
goodness.
I love this run.
Yeah,
if you
same.
like Brubaker, and you've only read it in like trade format, the best way to actually read any Ed Brubaker anything is to buy the single issues.
Yeah.
Because he puts a whole bunch of stuff in the back that never makes it to the trade.
Yeah.
So it's got like DVD style or Blu-ray style extras in the back of stuff about Hollywood. So this is the whole run of Fade Out 1 through 12. And like I said, you get all of the extra stuff in the back as well that you would not get in the trade.
Yeah.
So I can't stress enough that buying the runs like this is the better way to go. Can't
Yes.
stress that enough. $25 if you want to pick it up.
Love this book.
Great book. It's crime in old golden age Hollywood, man.
Chris Michelle would like Fade Out.
Just like that, huh?
Yeah, he wanted it before he started talking, but I wanted people to hear the cool explanation.
Yeah, anytime I put up Brubaker sets, the only way you can get the stuff that's in the back is if you buy the single comics.
Uh-huh.
Always, always. He does that so you'll come to the comic book store and pick up the comics. So, all right, let's go. Not Ed Brubaker, but maybe another creator that you and I both kind of like. Maybe another comic that you and I both like.
Okay.
I'll let you be the judge of that.
I was just doing book 1 in one of the buys you had, and I was reminiscing about how much I love this.
You went
book.
love,
Yeah,
like that.
Yep.
Top 10, 1 through 12, plus you get the variant for number 1.
That's sweet.
Yeah, I decided to include it in this set, so you get actually the whole thing for the whole kit and caboodle for
Another
the first run.
just absolute banger of a story. Alan Moore firing on all cylinders at this point.
I've said it a million times, as America's best comic stuff is my favorite Alan Moore stuff. Even over Watchmen, over V for Vendetta. I love this era of Alan Moore. I think he kind of reinvigorated himself to do this, and then DC bought Wildstorm and crushed him.
Yeah.
And then he became the man we all know and love today that is very angry.
Correct.
So, if you want to pick this up, and I highly recommend picking this up, this is cheap. $20 for the whole set.
Wow.
For the whole set of the actual comics, only $20.
Unbelievable. That's silly.
I think so too. It's such a good set, though. Like I said, and you get the Ross B.
Sean's going to pick up top 10 for 20.
Cool. I was like, do we got a winner? We got somebody that's got a good head on their shoulders?
Oh my gosh. Enjoy if you haven't read it.
All right, let's trade paperback this up.
Okay.
You talk about this. I read it and I thought it was okay and fine, but I'm not the biggest Superman fan. Zach, I know, would if he was here, would be like, oh my God, it's beautiful.
Whether you dislike this or like this, the thing
I don't dislike it. It's
the
fine.
thing you can't deny is what Bendis did to Superman. He kind of brought him back from kind of it's the same thing that Hickman might have done with X-Men with Hawks and Pox. Superman was kind of on a low end. People weren't picking it up. It took this Unity saga that kind of like springboarded back into the mainstream of comic books.
Wasn't this him?
Numbers
Isn't
grew.
this when he came came over from Marvel? This was the first stuff he did, right?
Yes.
From what I remember, anyway.
And it's an homage to like John Byrne and his Superman run. It just kind of redefines the character. I think it hits on all standard of Superman. So if you're a Superman fan, I do think there's room for you to like this book. And it sets up kind of the baton passing of John Kent much later because of what he does in this book. So.
And then Tom Taylor's working on it.
Yeah, and then Tom Taylor's going to just knock it out of the park.
So if you want to pick this up, this trade is normally $18. I'm not going to take too much off of it because there's not anything wrong with this trade. I just kind of had it sitting back here for whatever reason. So nobody buys it. It's going on the shelf at full price. It's $12 right now if you want to pick it up and give it a shot.
All right.
Ain't got nothing to do with it. Yeah, I read this. It was fine. I didn't mind it. I've never been like Zach level top tier Superman fan guy though. So
Me either.
he's fine. I don't have a problem with Superman. I know some people are like, Superman's a Boy Scout. Oh, he's just too powerful and blah blah blah. Yeah, well, there's a lot of blah 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 there.
Yes, there is.
But I think he's fine. When he's written well, he's written really damn well.
Correct.
I currently have 2 books that I want to bring to the stream that would make up a set if I had the first one. But I don't have the first one. But I think I just might bring those 2 anyway.
Okay.
I'm deciding. And I'm being very vague because I'm like...
I think I already got him, Jonathan, but thanks.
What's that?
Just Twitch modding.
Oh, it's something
being a
come through or
moderator.
something.
Doing
Gotcha.
my job, that's all.
All right. This is an amazing set. I know we did some of the variants last week. But this first run of American Vampire is fire. The whole Skinner Suite storyline that Scott Snyder brings to the table is awesome and well worth reading.
Yep.
This is Vertigo. This is like the last...
Man, you're just dropping hardcore stories on us
Well,
right
I'm
now.
trying. The last this is like the last big hurrah for Vertigo, was this era
Yes.
of Vertigo.
Mhm.
And this book really stood out in that era. So the first 6 issues, I think 6 issues, 5 or 6 issues, were written by both Scott Snyder and Stephen King, because
Yes.
they were told current day and way in the past.
One
Or
of my
current day. I
favorite-
think current day was the 20s, actually.
Yeah, one of my favorite things about this book
But-
is that Stephen King is the strong, especially in the first couple issues, is the strong pull for people to buy this book. But quickly it becomes a Scott Snyder gig.
Yeah. Then they went, hey, this Snyder guy, he's kind of got the
And
chops.
people are like, wait a minute. We're buying this book because of Scott Snyder, not because of Stephen King.
Well, and this was before he was working on any of the big
Anything
books.
in Batman, yeah.
So yeah, I think he had a couple decent ones out.
He
I
gets
love
New
that too.
52 Batman somewhere in the middle of the run.
I love it when they do weird connecting covers just in the middle of the run for fun.
Mm-hmm.
Just why not? So if you want to pick it up, great run, amazing run, well worth owning, well worth having. If you've never read it, I highly recommend it. It's $80 for
I'm
the
waiting
full
for
set.
a TV series.
That would be.
It's really built for it.
I'm kind of burnt out on vampire
Yeah,
stuff,
same.
but I would watch
still-
the hell out of this.
I mean, in a world where we have Interview with the Vampire
Oh.
as a TV series again.
I also included the 2 one-shots that were kind of intermixed in this
Oh, yeah.
run. So, $80 if you want the whole run. Great
All right.
run, great run. Like I said, can't recommend it enough. And it's actually a little difficult to put some of the later issues in there because it took a break and came back, and a lot of people kind of forgot, so they didn't re-pick up the end of it. So,
Mm-hmm. Dougie came in and said, Wi-Fi high five.
boom.
Good to see you, Doug. Happy new comic book day.
How do, Doug? How do you do?
Eric is going to pick up American
Bastard.
Vampire, the set, for 80.
You put that one up and then tell me, jerk face. Here.
Give.
Here. Let's take it. How about some manga-influenced Wolverine and Punisher
Ooh.
as a trade? They only produced this trade once. They didn't do more than this first printing. So, Revelations, if you want to pick this up, it was originally a $15 trade. I'm going to go $8.
I remember in the 90s.
Long out of print, too.
Probably the early 2000s. They were on MTV. They were doing Marvel anime.
Mm-hmm.
And that reminds me of the manga.
It definitely does have
I
that
think it's of
feel
the
and
same-
look. So,
Same around the same time.
all right.
What if I told you
What if I told you?
in 7 minutes
7
we're going to be replacing every single comic you see in front of you? At the beginning of the last half hour of our show, we're going to replace every single comic book on the rack. So if the board state's kind of meh for you, no worries.
I'm gonna
But
look
if
this
there's
up.
something you like, type that in quick because all of it will be going very, very soon. Woo!
I gotta look it up.
He's looking. Have you seen the X-Men 90s show's Japanese opening? Epic. I want to say I have, but now I'm going to go watch it again, just in case.
The Japanese opening epic. What?
Of the X-Men 90s show, they had like their opening credit scene. I
Mhm.
remember it's insane.
So this is the Death of Spider-Man, Ultimate Spider-Man, issue 160.
Okay. Bagged.
Bagged. Still bagged, not open. Only $8.
Okay.
Or you can get the variant, not opened,
Ooh, I didn't know they had a variant.
for $50. Of course they have a variant. It's Marvel. They always have a variant. So both are not open. Both are still bagged. $8 or $50.
Okay.
There you go. Or you can get both
Yeah. For $58.
if you're Mr. Moneybags. Okay, let's see. I'm gonna pull off Cap America, I think. Carefully put those up so I don't destroy the board over here like a crazy person. And let's pull these off.
Bye, Paul
And
Schaefer.
Silk Volume 1 off. Make some holes.
Mm-hmm.
so we can
Mm-hmm.
put more stuff up.
That's right.
That's right. I know I put up the number 1. I'm going to put up the number 4, which is actually harder to find. But, of course, this is another Dave Stevens from Rocketeer Adventures, the retailer incentive, 1 in 25. Amazing cover.
Yep.
Can't say enough good about it. If you want to pick it up, $15.
Big as eye is. Ah.
Yay! Well, he's probably doing stuff that he shouldn't have been doing.
Like illustrating.
Yes.
Mm.
We don't take too kindly to your art here.
Emotion is one of the reasons why Sean and I really like Dave Stevens.
Oh my God, the guy draws expressions so perfectly
he's
well.
incredible at doing expressionism with the faces and stuff. Good stuff. I can relate.
I'm just tossing a curveball out here.
Sure.
So, The Man Who Loved Breasts. And I have a little bit of a story about this because I find it highly amusing where I bought this from.
Okay.
So the comic itself, just so everybody knows, it's a one-shot.
Mm-hmm.
It's only $4.
Okay.
And I bought it off of my wife.
That's funny.
For some reason, it was in her collection. I was like, I have no idea where you got this, and that's hilarious.
Yep. Yep.
So there you go. If you want The Man Who Loved Breasts for $4, you can pick that up.
That's great. I just like how nervous he is.
I guess he doesn't know how to react. He's like, I'm sweaty. I know this book is hard to find. Like all these.
Book club calling out for that.
Yeah, if I could still order it, I would. Somebody requested, I'd be like, yeah, we'd do that. That's funny.
Not?
Codename Knockout, issue number 10, fine condition. It's only $4.
Right.
But I know that these knockouts are a little bit sought after, and they're a little hard to find. So I just figured I'd toss one in here and see what happened.
Matt Henry is buying The Man Who Loves Breasts for a friend.
For the stories. If I find another, definitely put it on the stream again. Because it's amazing.
That totally makes sense, though. Your wife would definitely have that book.
I'm just like, all right. That's funny. Okay, first full... I'm gonna brutalize this name probably, right? Sana Staros.
Sana Staros, yeah.
So Star Wars issue number 6. Wasn't that the one who was like saying she was Han's wife or something?
Han's wife, yes.
Is that it?
Yes.
Did I get it right?
You're right.
Hoo-wah!
Nailing it.
Look at me, remembering something. Telling you, man. After the whole COVID thing, my brain is like jelly. So, if you want to pick this up because you for some reason don't own it, it's $10.
Everyone knows that Sana Staros has the power of saunas.
Swanas.
She's very good at jacuzzis and stuff like that. She can build them in space.
I don't know. We got to hook up so I can get me a jacuzzi in space. I don't know what I'm going to do with it because I'm not even in space, but we're doing that.
You know what you do with a jacuzzi in space?
You hang out in it?
Yeah.
All right.
You hang out in the spa.
A hardcover that does not have a dust jacket that did have a dust jacket because to look this up, to figure out what the hell it was, every other one that I saw online has a dust jacket. So we bought this in a collection, and the gentleman who sold it to us, I don't know what he did with the dust jacket.
Oh.
I guess he threw it away. I don't know, but it's gone. Just so you know. So this is going to be super cheap because of that. It's a comic book called Addicted to War, and it's seriously about how America is addicted to war. That is seriously what this is about.
Interesting.
And of course, it is very opinion pieced.
Of course. Yeah, yeah.
So take it with a grain of salt, as if you will. There could be some factual stuff in there. I don't know. I did not read the book, but I figured we'd put it up in case anybody was interested. I have no idea what the original price was. I'm guessing since it was a hardcover, it was probably $20.
Sounds good.
I'm going to go $5.
$5 for an incomplete book.
Well, the book's complete. There's just no dust jacket.
With no
$5.
dust jacket. So naked book.
It's naked. It needs a home because it's cold, because it doesn't have the normal blanket that it usually does. Little naked. I did not read this. Does anybody have any comments on Garth Ennis's Red Team? If you do, let me know in the comments if it's good or not. Seems maybe FBI spy type story. I really don't know. I just know we have all 7 of the first run. And if somebody wanted to pick it up and read it, we have all 7 for $10.
This isn't the one that they made into a movie with Bruce Willis, is it?
Dude, I don't know. It came in a collection. I was like, we should put that on the stream. Maybe somebody will be interested.
If it's that was like the Hitman team that like came together after being retired for a long time to get.
That makes sense. I mean, based on what you kind of see going on all these covers, that totally makes sense.
I'm not positive, but that's what I think it is.
So if you want to check it out, it's only $10 for all 7 issues. Not dump that on the floor, because then I would be a jerk. So, all right, you got time for another, or is it that time?
This is a story of Major Crimes Task Force Unit in NYPD, 4 of New York's finest and smartest who decide to murder a suspect.
Wow, that's like heavier than I thought it was.
That is correct. Thanks, Wayne. Bet you there's naughty words in it, says Brogan. Should I wipe it or you are absolutely I have to rephrase the sentence so it doesn't sound as terrible as it was going to. It is time for a board wipe.
What were you gonna say?
I'm not gonna but Matt is gonna pick up Red Team.
Okay, give me 1 second.
No problem. I was gonna talk about you and like put wiping in the sentence. It was just not gonna work out.
You censored yourself.
I did. I did.
Look at that. Richie's almost sort of kind of a little bit of a stand-up guy, but not really.
I thought that was a short joke. I was going to come after you.
I didn't even say anything about short jokes.
I know what you were trying to say. I'm a stand-up guy, but you can't tell because I'm short. I heard it. I know what you're trying to say.
I mean, if you need to put words in my mouth to make yourself feel better, whatever, dude.
Ladies and gents, thanks for hanging out with hour number 1. Welcome to the last half hour of our humble little stream sale. If you could right now, give us a like and share, see if other people would like to join in. If you're on YouTube, go ahead and hit that subscribe and like the video. All of that really helps. And of course, in Twitch, follow us for all the updates and cool info from there.
This might be the only Campbell I have in here. But we're not doing Campbell.
No, this isn't Campbell.
We're doing Spider-Woman number 1.
Yes.
78. So this is CGC 9.6 Spider-Woman number 1. It's actually spectacular. It says it on the cover. Don't take my word for it. The comic tells you itself that it is spectacular. If you want to pick this comic book up, already graded for safekeeping, it's $150.
All right.
That's pretty inexpensive for a decent book. And then I think the only Campbell I might have in here, Upward Inflection.
Soup.
Grim Fairy Tales 41. This would be the A cover. So a little more common than if it was like one of the, limited to 500 copies covers or whatever.
Yeah.
But still, it holds value because it's Campbell. If you want to pick it up, it is only $8. $8. I think at this time he was actually redrawing all the Disney princesses with Nei Rufino doing colors.
Oh, Nei. That's a friend of the store.
I think that's actually about the time he was drawing this, was that same time, because that was around 2008, 2009. And he was doing, or this got him that gig. I can't remember which way it went.
Feels very soupy.
Okay. Soupy. All right, let's do a big set.
All right. Everybody strap in. We got a big set coming our way.
It's 72 issues.
All right. We don't have enough room on the camera for that.
No, we don't. So I'm going to do it this way. Here's part of it.
Okay, I swear to everything. If I say confirmed and
There's
you
another
say,
part of it.
"Oh, I have it," I'm gonna freak out.
And then I'm going to show this part of it because there's a lot of parts to this.
All right, you start showing up.
Great run. I am disappointed as hell that the TV show got canceled because it just happened to drop at the most screwed up time during COVID where they had to stop filming, so it kind of killed the momentum and the show died horribly.
Yes.
The change in the show was very drastic from who the main character focus was because it wasn't the reporter.
Right.
But that's okay. It went to one of the other characters because they wanted to have Rosario Dawson be the main focus, which I'm fine with because I absolutely love that woman.
Same.
I think she is completely a badass.
Yeah.
And yeah, it made me cuss that she's so badass.
Yes.
But that's fine because the comic book itself is actually really good. It's a really solid story. Ran for 72 issues. Like I said, this is that Vertigo time, kind of the mid to the later part of Vertigo where they were still producing really high quality stories. If you want to pick it up, not an easy run to put together. $150 for all 72 issues.
I will say that regardless of what you feel about Brian Wood, when he tells a story or creates a world, he does it succinctly, and it has he thinks it all the way through, and you can feel that in all the writing. So typically, if I see his name, I know that the universe I'm getting into is well thought out, and that you can really play.
The research the man does for his stories are...
It's silly.
Whoa. But a great, great, great story.
Jay's going to pick up Soup for $8.
Okay.
And so far, he hasn't said, "Oh, I already have it. My mistake, blah, blah, blah." That was my impression of you, Jay.
To me, Jay sounds like the Peanuts teachers.
Oh, yeah? Is it wah, wah, wah,
Yeah,
wah,
he starts
Soup,
talking,
wah, wah.
and I instantly go...
Bills.
It's like
wah,
my
wah,
ears start
wah.
ringing. They woo, and I just hear wah, wah, wah. I'm like, oh,
Yeah.
Jay's talking.
Yes, it's mostly mumbles. Then he'll say like soup, and then he'll say,
Or like in the movie Fear and
Bills.
Loathing in Las Vegas when he's going to the first time they get to Las Vegas and he's like high as hell on acid. Johnny Depp.
Yeah.
As Hunter S. Thompson. And he looks over and his buddy's all, that's Jay.
That's okay.
So, anyway, moving on to
Yeah.
the Invaders.
Classic.
Invaders Classic Trade Paperback. If you want to pick this up, this collects Invaders 22 through 23 and 25 through 34, written by Roy Thompson, Archie Goodwin, and Don Glut. It is normally a $30 trade, but we are going to make it $10.
All right.
$10.
I wasn't good, LOL, says Jay.
I don't know what that means.
I don't either. She just said it, and I'm reading it out loud.
At least I can understand
So
that
everyone else can be a part of this.
when he's writing. At least I can understand.
I'm interpreting. But even
Instead
interpreting,
of-
I can't tell you what he's meaning by that.
Instead of mumbling, at least I can.
Oh, he was good. I believe what he's saying is, I'm good. He actually needs that soup. He didn't just ask for it.
Oh, okay.
Okay, all right, we get you, Jay. All right.
What's this Batman crap?
First of all, not crap. This
Yes.
is Batman R.I.P., written by the great Grant
The
Morrison.
hand. Smash.
Yes. Wonderful run of Batman right before the end, before we jump into New 52. This is a little bit before Snyder takes... Well, no, Snyder
This is
would
Batman
have been
676.
Detective, so this was just before that.
And this is... Well, you forgot Tony Daniel on our... Or did you say that?
I did say that.
Okay.
But
not
that's
that cool.
fine.
Whatever. So if you are somebody who collects extra printings on books, this is a second printing, and this is the third printing.
And
Because
it's
this book was that popular. It needed these extra printings. It needed them.
yes, right before he has a bad day in Final Crisis. Yes, Chris. And there's reasons that these books get to second and third prints. Batman isn't underprinted usually, so
No, he's not. Usually they're...
that should tell you a reason. Like, oh,
Yeah, usually they're covered when it comes to Batman. They're like, yeah, we got this, but sometimes somebody like Morrison comes along and or whatever writer, insert writer here, and people are like, oh my God, this is amazing. So if you want the second or third printing, they're only $10 a piece.
don't miss out.
If you're a completionist. You're not totally a completionist on Batman, right?
What?
You buy like a lot, and because you work here, you end up picking up a lot of the
Yeah, because I work here, I pick
printings.
up stuff I don't even want.
But if you were not working here, you would be a lot more frugal with your Batman
Yes, I would.
purchases. Yeah, I figured.
I still look at the old me that was like really disciplined about.
And now you're like,
About
I work at a comic store, and you're like, yes, just give it to me.
Yeah, it's real bad.
As you shake, just need the more. I'm gonna do another Batman just because I have another one that's
All right.
it's all shiny. How shiny this is. I'll show the shiny.
Show the shiny. Wonderful.
Detective Comics,
Uh-huh.
$6.75, very fine condition. Only $5. Shiny Batman
Yes.
with a whole bunch of spiky stuff going on.
Yes.
Is this like Extreme Batman? What's going on here?
This is Azrael Batman, designed by none other
He's
than
to
Joe
the extreme, like Vanilla Ice.
Yes.
This is like watered down Vanilla Ice.
It's not. No. No.
Oof, that's a lot of spikes. $5 for spiky Batman.
It's not a cuddling Batman, that's for sure.
No, man, I wouldn't even give him a hug, even if he was crying because his parents died. Too spiky. All right. Oh, hey, I got another one.
Imagine trying to shake his hand. You go, ow, ow, ow.
Stop stabbing me with your suit. Another one. Another one, what, you ask?
This is another Brubaker knock it out of the park story.
What happens if a demon tells you to kill?
Mm-hmm.
Or they will destroy your life. A really good Brubaker story. It was 20 issues long. Another one that's got... This one actually focuses on a bunch of like horror movies and shows and stuff like that. And in the back for the DVD extras, or Blu-ray extras, if you will, because I'm old.
I knew Chris was going to jump on this one. I know it's one of his favorites.
It is wholly good, amazing.
Kill or Be Killed is amazing.
Killed or Be Killed. If you want to pick it up, $50 gets you all 20 issues. Well worth how cool this book is. And I know at the end here, order numbers for this dropped way off, because they always do. So they're harder to get a hold of. But this is a great book.
Yeah.
I mean, it's Brubaker, man. Come on.
Right. Eric would like you to explain what a DVD is.
You're funny. And I know, you son of a... Very nice lady, I'm sure. Yeah, that book's phenomenal. I like it. I like it a lot. I like it. What?
I don't know what happened either, Chris, but I thought it was funny. I'm all, what?
What?
He tried to... I'm not even going to
What?
it.
Oh.
It's like, whoa, I didn't...
Autocorrect's real. All right.
That just shows us what Chris usually does on the internet. Angry man.
He's very angry. Good. Switch to the camera.
There you go. Camera switch.
Gil Kane's Savage,
Savage.
#1. Fine condition. Another book that I pulled out of R.C. Harvey's collection and decided to bring to you on stream to see if you were interested. If you want to pick it up, it is only $15 for this magazine.
Dig the color palette on this.
Yeah.
Reminds me of Watchmen.
Yeah, it does actually. I can totally see that. Fine. Oh, you fine. You know you fine. Right. How's about... kind of want to get these out. Let's do these.
Let's.
You get two choices on this one. Chris Claremont, Mr. Millar, Franck.
Yes.
Would he be French or
FMF.
if he was like Franck Millar? he'd be European. We'll put it that way. Anyway, no, it's Frank Miller and Chris Claremont doing the original 4-issue miniseries of Wolverine. This isn't the 4 issues though. I'm doing this differently. I actually have the 4 issues.
Okay.
Actually, you know what? We could put all 4 issues up. Screw it. I'm going to do that. But I'm going to do them separately. So everybody gets a chance if you want to pick up an issue. So this one I actually have 2 of. Because you always double down, right?
Yes.
Iconic cover. This
Money,
one's
baby, always
This one's very good fine condition at $60.
Yes.
This one is very fine condition at $125. So 60 or 125 if you would like to pick these up.
Yes.
And since I have the rest of the mini series, if you're missing any of these, here's your chance. I have a number 2 in near mint minus condition.
Yes.
Or yeah, 9.2 near mint minus. We don't go higher than that because we want you to get the best grade possible, and we're never going to say that it's a 9.8 or a gem mint and then be wrong and then make you mad at us, so you hunt us down and stab us because we don't want to be stabbed.
But if you do, go for the tall ones.
You're much easier to reach. I just want to put that out
Just
there.
saying.
So, but if you would like to pick this one up, it is only $40. Now, if you want to have issue number 3, near mint minus condition for Wolverine, this one is $25. Or if you just need the last one because your kid dropped some milk on it or the dog ate it or whatever excuse you're giving yourself, this one is also $25 at near mint minus condition. So we're just going to do them all and let you guys figure it out. I don't usually see them coming in like super high good shape anymore. They're usually beat up.
Yeah, I mean, it's
See
getting
beat up
harder
ones
and
all the
harder
time.
to keep them nice.
I blame Richie because he's easy. He's here. He's right here.
I have no argument.
You what?
I am here. You're right.
Yeah, so we're just going to blame you.
All right.
That's your fault.
My bad, y'all, for
All right.
wrecking these 80s comics.
I'm going to kill the Batmans.
I was 2 or something at the time.
Were you, what? What?
In the
Were
80s.
you 2? You were young. We'll just say you were young.
I was young.
I was a young man when the Wolverines came out. The Red Dawn Wolverines. All right. All right. How is about...
Mr. Brogan is going to be picking up Kill or Be Killed for 50.
I knew I liked you.
Not Brogan. Brian.
I don't like you.
We don't
I
like
kid.
Brogan, but Eric Bryan we like.
Sorry, I got you guys mixed up. Too many Erics.
I like the Eric Wars. It's my favorite.
The Eric Wars? They're at war?
Yeah.
Well, Marcellus used to come in here too, and it
Yeah.
was like multi-Erics.
Yeah.
It was the Eric verse. It's like they were all
Brings
Kangs.
me back. they are like
It's like
kings.
there's that many Erics. There's just a bunch of Kangs. So, anyway, if you want to pick up this epic collection of Excalibur, this collects all the early Excalibur stuff. Claremont Davis, Higgins, etc., etc. This is, let's see, this collects Captain Britain 1 and 2, Excalibur 1 through 11, Special Edition, and Mojo Mayhem and material from Marvel Comics Presents 31 through 38 and Mighty World of Marvel 7 and 14 through 15. So, Volume 1. It's a beast to get you all that early Excalibur stuff.
Wonderful Excalibur stuff.
Chunk. Does have a slight ding on the corner. I think Richie got mad at it one day and said, "You're too good for me," and
It's
dropped
the
it.
first time I've seen this book.
That's not true. Normally it's $45 for this trade paperback. I'm gonna go $20, man.
$20.
$20. Get you a ton of reading material, all in color. That's a really psychotic looking Tweety bird.
In living
Look
color.
at this. What the hell? What the hell, man?
We're gonna need Keith.
I don't know if he read all the Excalibur stuff. I'm guessing he did. I mean, he's read most of
thought he
the
liked
X-Men stuff.
Excalibur.
I thought he did too, but I don't remember. I'm guessing he probably did read it, but
Chris, you tell us. What's with the weird Tweety bird that's a therapist?
maybe it's hallucination time. Remember that X-Men movie? Very first one?
I think I remember it, yeah.
You remember when they did all the one-shots for the characters that were the movie prequels?
Sure didn't.
You remember when Dynamic Forces did their own COA'd comics of those
You've gone
covers?
past my remembering.
Okay, well. So that's what these are. I have all 3 of the Dynamic Forces movie prequel character single one-shots. Dynamic Forces did limited runs with certificates, and these are only $10 a pop. So if you want the Rogue, Wolverine, or Magneto,
All right.
we got all three.
Chris says, I don't know what you're talking about, and I'm concerned now.
Yeah, I just flipped it to a random page, and I was all, okay.
Brett's going to pick up Wolverine for $125.
Okay. If anybody else wants any of the other ones, you've got about 15 seconds. Because believe it or not, I'm going to replace them with these really expensive Dynamic Forces covers.
We're showing that Tweety Bird at the end of the show. I want everyone to see.
I got to find it again. It's just, I just flipped randomly to the middle of the book, and I was like, what the hell? And DMZ is gone. That sucks. DMZ is so good. Boom. He's down there. All right. What if you wanted to read some of the Captain America and Bucky stuff at the end of the Brubaker run? Because I have hardcovers. Because it was Captain America and Bucky, and then it turned into, what was it, Black Panther and Bucky or something like that, or it was like a whole bunch of different things at the end there. So if you want to read this, this collects issues Captain America and Bucky 620 through 624, and 625 through 628.
Ah.
And also there's a what if in there too. So if you want to pick this up, these are
to ask the question,
what if?
What if?
So these two hardcovers, they're normally $20 a pop. These have been open. They have been read. I'm going to do both hardcovers together as a set for $8.
Goodness. That is ridiculous. All right. $8 for two hardcovers and excellent storytelling by the Brubaker of the Edward variety.
Shut up. What else I got back here? Can I have more? Oh, you can talk about this. You can put this out real quick.
Sure can't.
Yeah, we're going to go cheap on this too.
Ooh.
You can talk about it. I told you.
I can talk about this. This is the prelude to the wedding of Batman and Catwoman, which totally goes off without a hitch. Everybody has a great time. But what this is it's the bachelor party for Batman and the bachelorette party for Catwoman.
I just noticed that the thread in here connects.
And of course, while they do that,
covers.
While they do that,
all this time I didn't know.
they
G.I. Joe knowing half the battle.
the team tries to make it so Batman and them can have a good time. I won't lie, that Anarchy one is a terrible comic book. Just awful.
Is it really?
But Joker and Harley Quinn is actually a really good one.
So what if I said I'm going to do the whole set for $5?
$5 is good.
Then $5 it is.
Yeah, that's totally worth it, because then you can get that Anarchy one for free.
Anarchy, huh?
Yeah, that's real rough.
You crashed the wrong party, jerkface. I didn't know Rob went there. If only he was watching right now.
He's probably at home washing his tights.
He's at home washing his tights for sure.
But all the other stories are really good. The first one is actually really good because it talks about Damien and his feelings on his dad kind of finding happiness and falling in love with a woman that is not his mother, which is a really cool take during that whole time and something I think it was worth telling. But then the only story you get that through is in this little prelude.
I just really like this cover for some weird reason. I mean, I love Love and Rockets. Love and Rockets is great. But this cover is highly amusing to me, and I don't know why. So if you want to pick it up, Love and Rockets issue number 23. Very fine condition. I've got it priced at $22. I'm going to go like $20.
All right. Do you want to be rocked to sleep by a giant robot with big arms?
I do.
Okay.
Will you be that robot for me, Richie?
No, I cannot be that robot for you, sir.
I just want you to rock my loaf to sleep.
I can't.
Loaf. All right. Did you read this? I'm actually going to ask you that because I know you love the video game.
I do love this video game. No, and I'll tell you why I never read it. Because these things were difficult to get a hold of.
Well, I got the first 4.
Dark Horse has always been really good about taking IP from video games and creating more content with them, with the IP, but they are so not ordered a lot. So
they get scarce as shit.
like even we order like 6, 7, I think 8 is max what we can get out there. And they sell very fast, so they're tough to find.
Well, then people are like, "Oh, I didn't know this was a thing."
Yeah, you never
and
find
then they're
out
trying
until
to
months after they're out.
Well, yeah, after the trade's already out of print. Like that's usually when people are like, "Oh, I want this," and like, "Well, you're SOL, dude."
Yes.
If you want to pick up the first 4 issues for the miniseries, sorry, I'm hiccuping. It's weird. 1 through 4, I have them for $15.
From the lead writer of Mass Effect, that's even more fun. But I do freaking adore that game.
I know you do.
I've played it like 4
That's why I was
times.
curious if you actually read that or not.
Mm-mm.
Then how do you say you're a fan?
Mm.
I don't think you're a real fan, Richie. I think you're a pretend fan, Richie.
That's right.
Yes, that's true. Moving on with my life now.
Yes.
All right, how about some
Continuing.
cheap Daredevils?
All right, just in time for Easter, we got some cheap.
Well, these are read and loved.
Yes.
I'm going to put that out there. These books are actually, somebody did really like this Frank Miller Daredevil world here. So,
I'm pretty sure my trade looks exactly the same.
I mean, it's got an old sticker on it, like that had been taken off. It's a little beat to hell.
Yes.
It is loved, but I understand why. So it's Visionaries Volumes 1, 2, and Volume 3.
Mm-hmm.
You get a whole good, big, huge chunk of the old Daredevil.
Love those covers.
Like I said, loved. Like these books are loved. Can't
Yes.
stress that. Can't stress that enough. If you want to pick up all 3 just for reading purposes,
Mm-hmm.
because damn, maybe I never read the Miller stuff, and I really want to read the Miller Daredevils.
Yep.
I'm gonna do all 3 for $8.
All right.
They're loved.
Yeah.
I can't stress that enough.
Get you some reading for $8. One of my favorites.
Yeah, if you actually have never read the Daredevil Miller stuff, it's like the second best run of Daredevil.
I think it might be the first best run of Daredevil.
I don't know about that.
You can't.
Yiggity.
Zdarsky
Yiggity.
is taking from Miller's work. He
Just
was
put the
inspired-
camera
you
on.
can't-
Just
you can't make the thing that
put-
was inspired.
Put the camera on,
I'm gonna
Richie.
switch the camera over.
Vampirella issue 21. That is a great cover. If you want to pick it up, it's in fine condition. I got it priced at $18. How about we do 15? $15.
All right. Matt's gonna pick up Daredevil for $8.
So you can see why it's the second best.
No, stop. Just stop. I know what you're doing,
What am I doing?
and I'm not gonna take that cheese because it's attached to a trap. You can have your stinky cheese. Give me that.
I know you're all grouchy, Richie. Jeez. All right. Nobody wants old gods. How about we put up some new gods? But
Let's
wait,
do it.
it's the death of the new gods. Ah, failure.
Right when we get 'em.
We get some new ones and then they die. It's terrible. Terrible, I tell you. Trade paperback, Death of the New Gods by Starlin. If you want to pick it up, it is normally a $20 trade. I'm going to go $8 on this one.
What does Jim Starlin know about making intergalactic characters?
I don't know, man. I don't think much.
Oh, okay.
I'm like, what do you know?
Hee hee.
Yes, teehee.
got time for one more.
We're gonna do Finch.
Ooh.
Finch variant.
Yes.
Uncanny X-Men 524, 1 in 25. Mr. Finch doing the variant duties on this one. We've got this one for $30.
There you go.
There's your one more. What
Do
you know
think
about
there's
that?
a reason that he's like shooting beam in the air when he's mad
He's
like
upset.
That? I understand, but most people when they're upset and screaming in the air, they're closing their
No,
eyes.
it's like the Klingons when they like somebody dies and they scream out into the heavens for.
Yeah, but their eyes aren't wide open when they're doing it. They're like
No, they are. I've seen. Oh, what is his name? Tara likes the
Worf?
show. That's it.
I'm not
I've
gonna-
seen him go oh like that before.
Okay. All right.
Seen it.
Well, that, everyone, friend.
So
is
would
our
you say
show.
like a present that wraps it up?
Yes, like Vanilla Ice. We're about to wrap it up.
That was really bad.
That was bad. What was yours?
Amazing.
I don't know about that. Either way, guys, thanks for
Amazing.
hanging out with us. We truly appreciate your time. Hopefully you had a great new comic book day. We will catch you next week for the hype show and the stream sale. And until then, enjoy your comics.
Enjoy your comic-y world
Bye-bye.
of comiciness.
Bye-bye now. Bye.
Say goodbye, Gracie.
Goodbye. That's an old reference.